may I say, but I'm chancing it willingly because of you, my brother's birthday celebration. Okay, because of being 7 years younger than my brother, I don't have the same recollections or particular incidents with Kenny, but I do have some thoughts and observations about Kenny. One is that he is the quiet one. I always thought he was definitely the quieter brother. And that's the way I took it. In regards to our parents, he had a great loyalty to our parents. Kenny came back after high school, a multitude of summers to help Dad in the fields. And Ken was an ag major, and of course he wanted to influence my dad a little bit about farming, which didn't always go so well because with the new technology and so on regarding farming, Kenny wanted to use fertilizer, spraying the crops, and basically Dad said no. He was not doing that, and as Elle said, on our way back, driving here, and this is going to be a four-letter word, but he just said, Jake really didn't give a shit. I mean, that's the way my husband put it. But anyway.
Jake is my grandpa.
But there were never any raised voices or big arguments. Kenny always handled himself in a very hospitable way. But about Mom, I just really thought he was fiercely loyal to my mom. One of my observations is I do remember Mom telling Kenny one day that drinking coffee makes one look older. Well, we know how well Kenny took that to heart. Anyone that knows Kenny knows that he probably frequents a coffee break at a local restaurant, maybe 1, 2, 3 times a day, perhaps. Yes. And then lastly, I'd like to say that Kenny, what I've observed, and I hope it doesn't bring tears to my eyes, but he's been a gentle, kind, and supportive and wonderful father. That's what I've recognized about him, and that says a lot about him, really, or about any man for that matter. And so I wish you, Kenny, to have many more healthy, quality years with us. Okay.
Thank you, Virginia. That was wonderful. Now they're telling us that they are not public speakers. I don't know about that. Anyway, I'd like to introduce to you at this time our sister-in-law, Nadine Silvernagel, who lives here in Bismarck. Nadine has been really a special person for Ken and, well, for all three of us, Kelly, Ken, and myself. I mean, you know, anytime we have family gatherings, guess who does the inviting? Nadine. And she just enjoys having a house full of people. So thank you, Nadine. It's been wonderful for having you as a sister-in-law. Now I'd like for you to say a few words, if you would, please.
Thank you, Evelyn. It's a great treat to see the many people that you have brought together. Ken, you're the catalyst, and Evelyn, to bring this many people of relatives and friends that we cherish and value. Some we don't get to see as often as we'd like to, but here we are all together enjoying this beautiful day and this meal. Thank you very much. I had the good fortune back in 1958. How many of you were alive then? You were not, Karen. You were born in '67. That was our youngest daughter. Anyway, 1958, I knew 3 girls from North Dakota that lived out in Oregon, and they knew one guy. So I married the one from North Dakota.
I knew one guy.
You can guess who they did.
No way.
Anyway, I came out here to meet the family that contained Evelyn. No,
Not yet.
you were a bonus prize a little later. Ken was 19 at the time. Virginia, she really helped me through a lot of things because when you meet a lot of new people, you wonder what to do with your encountering these new people. And Virginia and I would go out and gather the eggs that were scattered out, the ones that were rotten. And we'd take them and throw them at the fence post, and that helped a lot in order to share your anxieties at the moment. Thank you, Virginia. Rosemary at that time, even then as a very young lady, was a piano teacher for many people that were fortunate enough that she shared her talent and her future career with them. Let's see, we got engaged. We got married. He wanted to get married in September as soon as he got back to Oregon. We got married in October. It took a few minutes for us to get married, but it was worthwhile. Virginia came out for the wedding. She was 12 and Mom and Dad. They made the trip. They made the trip out, and they didn't travel that much, did they? It was great. So guess who went with us on our honeymoon? Do you remember it, Virginia?
Rosemary, Grandpa and Grandma. Or
Of course, moving to North Dakota was part of the deal. And I really am thankful. I'm thankful for many reasons. One, my mother had been from North Dakota, and she came back and got reunited with her family, thanks to that. And Mom and Dad Silvernagle would not have traveled as much like my parents did. So our children were fortunate enough to get to know not only Mom and Dad Silvernagle, but Ken, Rosemary, Virginia, and all the other relatives down there, like Ida Dahl and her family. They're sitting at the back table back there. And all the other people that were fortunate enough to be. I didn't make notes because I was not going to say much.
too late.
I'm thankful to be here. I'm thankful that, oh, I will tell you a little story about Ken. Back in 1983 one day, they called and, how did this evolve, Ken? He asked when Donna and Joel's wedding was going to be, and I said, the 27th of December. And he says, well, I guess I can be there. He said, because I'm going to another wedding later. And I said, whose is that, Ken?
No.
Mine.
It's cute.
It's nice they can celebrate that together and with the rest of us and with Kelly, her daughter, and with Evelyn. I could think of more things to say, but I'll leave you happy.
Give that woman a mic.
Thank you, Navy. That was great. I have one more person I'd like to call on today, and that is Joan Milner. Joan is Nadine's daughter, and Joan and Ken worked together at the clinic. I don't know how many years, but I said, Joan, you really need to say something because you worked the longest with your Uncle Ken, and you do have some stories to tell. So Joan, take it over.
Thank you. I am used to doing public speaking. As some kids know, I work at Rita Murphy School. So this is nothing. Except for if you try to climb up onto a slide and break your arm. Okay. Anyways, growing up with Kenny, you know, it takes a village to raise a child, which is so true. Because I had a great mom and dad. I'm really privileged to have that. Some kids I know don't have that. But I also have great uncles, great aunts, good parents, grandparents, stuff like that. But also can sometimes, put it bluntly, when I was a kid, to call him Uncle Ken was one thing. Okay. Then when I started working with him, it was Dr. Jim and Dr. Ken. One of my friends actually thought that Dr. Ken and Dr. Jim and my dad and my Uncle Ken were 4 different people. Because the personalities changed. We kept home at home and work at work. Because our personalities were different. But I will say this much. Working with him, sometimes I ended up going down to Napoleon to sub for Christine, who's over there. And I would hear all the farm stories and whatever crop is going in. And of course, those Oreo cattle and where they came from. The black, white, and black cattle, they look like big Oreo cookies. So, yeah, I'd hear all about that. But calling him, after they retired, calling him Uncle Ken, he's like, you know, you're kind of a little too old for that. And I said, well, what's your middle name? He said, Ken's George. So if I come into one of the restaurants where he's at, which is Crow's Diner sometimes, and I come up behind him and I say, hey, Kenneth George. He puts on this grin. He knows it's me. So he is also Kenneth George to me, because I'm a little too old to call him Uncle Ken. There you go.
Never.
And she's Evelyn now. There you go. So thank you. And yes, I've listened to all his farm stories and stuff. And sometimes, you know, now since my dad passed away in 2010, I borrow him as a dad, you know. Like, I need him once in a while. It's like, can I just borrow him? Okay, here you go. Here's your substitute dad. So thank you, Kenneth George. Thank you.
Thank you, Joan. That was great. Well, is there anyone that would like to say a few words at this time? This happens to be my brother-in-law from Spokane, Washington, Ken Paul, and my sister Tina. Would you stand up, please, Tina? Maybe you'd like to come up with Ken.
Kenny,
Oh boy,
now,
this is gonna be funny. I bet.
there's dang few people who call him Kenny, the same as there's dang few people who call me Kenny. They're family. We know we're family when we hear him called Kenny. We also know when we hear them say Kenneth, uh-oh, that we've stepped someone's toe. There's one thing I'd like to talk about. There's an extremely unique club that Ken and I and Arliss are a member of. We all married Waltoses. So now there is the Silvernagle, but there's also the Waltose side. And we all got to know Ken, some of us sooner than others and what have you. And we've all been able to benefit from his experiences, his knowledges, and his contributions to our well-being. He's been a brother-in-law, he's been a friend, and he's been a stalwart in both families. And for this, I have to say, may our club continue, and as we approach maturity, we want you all to know that we are increasing in value.
Thank you, Ken. That was great. Thank you for coming from Spokane. We really appreciate all of our siblings that came such great distances. That was special. Is there Anyone else would like to say a few words? Okay, well, you know what? We have some wonderful music here this evening. But before we get started with the dancing, we are going to have birthday cake. Because why did you come here? You wanted birthday cake, right? So at this time, we will have Rosemary and Jenny cut the cake, and we have a couple helpers that will be passing out the cake. And coffee, if I am not mistaken, is in the room where you did pick up your food. So you may pick up your coffee as well as, pardon me? Well, the coffee's back there. Okay, great. So anyway, we'll have cake and coffee now, or cake and water, or cake and wine, whatever it is that you would like to have. Thank you for coming, and happy birthday again, Ken. This has been a special
Just sing happy birthday. Again. I heard it. I sang it.